Hello, Chrissy here, and I just wanted to share a few tips about how to improve the traffic flow and the sales in your booth in your antique mall or resale shop. So, we have been antique mall owners for this is our 5th year, but I've been in retail since I was 9, so I have a pretty good idea how retail works and operates. When people come into the store, they always seem to go to the right. Very, very seldom you'll have anybody come into the left. So if you are on the right side of the mall, you're going to be one of the first ones that the customers are going to get an idea of what the mall presents, what they have to offer, the pricing, and all that. So majority of your buyers are walkthroughs. They simply are browsing through. If something pulls them into your booth, you're very fortunate and lucky, and the odds are that they will buy something. But majority of them are just browsing. So you have split seconds, to captivate the people's eye and attention when they're walking by. So, sorry, the camera's wobbly. So you need to capitalize on how can I get them into my booth. Well, a couple tips that I want to share with you is, and I'm going to show you examples, and this isn't to pick on anybody, this is to improve on everybody's, end results. And you can utilize my information or not, but it's proven itself in our antique malls and all of our years of retail, my years of retail, but what it is. So this booth here, they have a variety of items. Kitchen, home decor. They have, wooden antique baby high chairs, yard decor, pool toys. They have an antique drop leaf table and chair set, a little bit of everything. So they do it a very little amount, but if they would take and group things together, like colors together, it would change everything. Instead of having like all these purses and handbags hanging off of a baker's rack that has a mishmash of stuff, if they would spend the time and put like things together, like colors together, it would change everything about this booth. So hopefully they'll, maybe take my advice and try it, and I'll show you a before and after photo. But this is a dealer just moving in, and they kind of get the concept. They're trying to create a warm and inviting look to get the buyers, when they're walking by, into the booth. So they put down a gray rug, a gray cabinet, and they're into more of the redoing items, if you can kind of see that. But they're creating a theme and an environment and a look, and it's warm and inviting, and people will actually step in there and look around. So we are going to go, and I'm going to show you 2 more examples. So another great idea is to theme your booth. So if you sell a lot of the same stuff, well, let me just show you this one here. This customer specializes in new primitive stuff. So it's new items that look primitive. But they made the whole entire booth that. And that makes a huge difference. So people that are into that will take the time and go in because, it's a theme. But now imagine if they had these pieces thrown in amongst that first one that I showed you. It would get lost in the shuffle and you would lose out on your sales. The other one is to theme it. So like this customer, which is actually Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage. So if you haven't checked out that YouTube channel, you may want to. He has a lot of great tips and advice and information on a lot of vintage, especially kitchenware. But he went above and beyond by putting a flooring down, got the old cabinets, the old carts to display the product on, and he specializes in this booth in kitchen decor and kitchen, items that you can use, towels that are new with the old prints on it. He has so many cool things, but because this booth is warm and inviting, even though it's full, it just is not as full as that first one, people will go and spend time in here because it feels good in that space. So if you are able to create a theme or create specializing in a product, or create clusters in your mall space, it will make all the difference. And I'm going to move here. I hope it doesn't nauseate you. But I just wanted to show you another example about when I was saying cluster things together. So if you have a lot of kitchen items, put the kitchen items together and go a step farther and break it down for color or era. Color is a huge one, because if you have a lot of blue dishes, a lot of green dishes, a lot of pink dishes, if you put all your pink stuff and all your blue and all your green stuff together, it jumps out and creates a bigger statement than just having them sporadically all over. So I want to show you a couple little examples. So this dealer made a shelf and put all of his crystal together. This dealer sells a lot of glassware, and which is unusual for the mall overall, but he does a great job. But he specialized, he put all of his crystal on a shelf, and he'll sell it that way, and he'll sell more of it. He also did this baker's rack. He had all this cobalt blue, and he put it all together. It jumps out and makes a statement, and people were more apt to come in and look and spend some time in his booth. So I hope those tips helped you. Please take them into consideration, because we want to try to increase the sales not only for the antique mall, but for you as the vendor. So till next time, stay fabulous.